Put in there, Julio. Thanks, brother. It always helps to be prompt, you know. Okay, Keys. So I said I'd meet you backstage. Whoops, I had to go live. I don't want to be late. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. All right. All I can say is you got the join in link, Keys. We won't be backstage. We're live already. So when you come up, that's the deal. Cheers, bro. There you go, by the way. Hey, brother Keys. We're not backstage. We are live, but that's just because I didn't want to be late. How
Not
you
a
doing
problem.
today?
I'm doing all right.
Well, say hello, introduce yourself, talk about your channel. I understand you're coming up on an anniversary. Tell us about it, my friend.
Well, my YouTube channel is coming up on April 27th this year, so that'll be on the Sunday, I believe.
That's awesome, man. Seriously, that's cool. Well, my birthday's coming up on the 12th, Keys. We'll have to celebrate both things on here if you don't mind.
Not at all.
All right, man. It's always good to celebrate. The more the merrier. That's what I say.
I know that's right.
Well, hey, the live performance that you've been working on, has that been accomplished yet, or are you still in training?
I'm still working on it.
Still working on it. Okay. Well, hey, look, man. Please share any music you'd like. But if there's anything you've been working on for that show that you want to share with us, let us know, man. Shout it out.
All right.
All right, take it away, brother Keys. Yo, Kev, what's up, my man? Kev, like you said, mom put that mustard in the milk. That's right, Kev. I've been reading my psychology books. Look at the mustard. He's hungry. We haven't seen brother Kevin in a while, Keys. I'm not trying to
Well,
interrupt
what the
at all,
joke
man.
is,
I'm just saying hi to him. You know, he's
and that's
he's
all
he's
right.
he's
But
distant.
man,
He's
it's
distant
been
from
like
us, and
years and
what?
years.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry.
Man, it's been like years and years, and I worked on music for a long, long time.
Yes, sir. How did you
Man,
first get started, if you don't mind me asking, sir?
well, even though I first started on the piano at the age of 18 months old, and
Now
then,
that's amazing. You were playing the keys when you were 18 months old. Now there you go.
yep,
That was
shoot,
meant to be, brother.
yep, that was a long, long time ago. Back when I was like 1.5 years old, back in 1994.
Yes, sir. And when did you discover the organ, if you don't mind?
Well, even though I first took my organ lesson on a actual Hammond organ at the age of 16 years old.
Well, that's awesome, man. That must have been, 2 or 3 years ago, but at least you got a
Nah,
couple years practicing.
Well, even though it was like man, it was like way more years than that. But
Yeah, I know, man. I'm just saying, I can tell you're a young spirit, an 18-year-old at heart. And brother Kev asked, Keys, if you'll play some piano for us sometime, do it all on your own time, but I'll throw that out there.
yeah. So anyway, man, I've been working and working on like like different genres of music, but my most music of all is jazz.
Absolutely, my man. Absolutely. I love jazz. One of my favorite things, or one of my favorite types of music is jazz because of the improvisation. You know what I mean? You get to stretch out and work on those themes, man, and explore all the realm. Heck yeah, Keys. That's awesome, man.
Thank you.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Jazz is really cool. So, yeah, love the Hammond. That's what Kev said. Jazz is where it's all start. What do you mean I'm off key? No, I'm not off key. I'm stretching out in a rubber band.
I know that's right.
That's right. Man, I've been listening to a lot of Parliament and specifically a lot of Bootsy recently. But he's one of my favorites. Always has been. So that's normal for me. Cheers, brother Keys.
I know that's right.
Yo, a little Bob Marley, a little soul music. That's really nice, man. That's really nice. What a sweet song. It's about being happy with what you have. It really is a song about poverty. There's nothing there that costs any money, but everything's going to be all right.
True, true.
That's a beautiful, inspiring song. Thanks, Keys. Like you said, you've been working on different things. Is that one of the genres you've been working on?
Yes, sir.
Well, all right, man. Thanks for that.
You're welcome.
Are you checking drawbars and getting everything set up, sir?
Yep. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna put the Hammond organ on the pipe organ setting.
Sounds good to me, sir.
Start working on the graduation music for all
Yes,
graduates.
understandable. Yes, you have to play sort of the marches back and forth, right? You have to play the regal marches, pomp and circumstance.
That's true. Pop and circumstance.
Well, hello, Sin. I hope you're doing well. Kev, I hope you and Sin are, enjoying the benefits of having a decent dispensary around. Now that sounds regal. That's the way you celebrate somebody, man. I'm glad you've been prepping that up because you're going to do a great job playing graduation, brother.
I know, I know. Because I've
I'm really
been
proud of
working.
you, too, for getting such a good gig.
I know that's right.
Hats off, bro. Hats off. Cheers. Kevin's off this week. He's with his wife. Everything's going good. That's wonderful, man. Celebrate, celebrate. Take your time.
Man, that's something.
I hope that helped you get an opportunity to come up, man, and meet us. So thanks for volunteering to come up tonight, Keys. I appreciate it, brother.
Well, as a matter of fact, on on Sunday, April 27th,
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be graduating to my third year anniversary on YouTube.
April 27th. All
So,
right. That's my son's birthday.
yep,
No way to forget that. You know what I mean? All right. Will you be
yep.
doing a
So,
live stream that day or a rehearsal for the page?
as a matter of fact, I will be doing a live stream on Sunday morning at 10 o'clock.
There we go. Okay. Thank you very much.
So,
Now we know, right?
yep.
All right. Kev said really nice keys. So it's totally up to you, man. Take the floor, take it away. Let the music do the talking, keys.
And as a matter of fact, I'm going to play the graduation song again.
All right, man. That's great. That's great. Thanks for playing that twice. Now again, you got it in. You got my anxiety up because I'll tell you what, it's April, it's the beginning. Spring is in full swing. Things are about to get back into summer faster than you could ever imagine. Winter, it's gone. Don't even think about it, okay? Winter is gone. These things are gonna come quick. Be ready. A lot of activity in the summer, but you know what there isn't in the summer? There's no holidays. There's nothing really to enjoy until you get all the way down to July. So
Well,
all
that's
it is
true.
a hustle,
That's it
man.
too.
They don't have time for holidays. They don't have time for, friendly cheer, hanging with your family. It's all a hustle through the summer, man. So be ready. And the heat. If summer was anything like winter, which we had a super cold winter, and 2 summers ago, boy, that was a hot one. Remember, Kev? Kev, I met Dumpstar outside in that heat of July. Yes, sir, that was a hot one 2 summers ago, brother. And this was a really wild winter. Everybody's winds and rain, obviously. Obviously, it was the moon's time. We had the eclipse, and now we had Eve yesterday. It's been the moon's time. I'm not going to talk anymore because Keys can only be here as long as he can. Let him take it away. What is up, Ever? Nice to see you, my brother. Peace, Slash Mark. Yo, brother Keys, thank you so much. You reminded me of one of my favorite artists in the world through that, Wendy Carlos. I got the Wendy Carlos Switched on Bach album here, this version of it, the classical 90s cassette. Man, that is awesome. The other thing at the end, I started hearing a little bit of Calliope. I was thinking of the fun of the carnival and that, you know what I mean? This is going to be a grand
Okay, thank
performance
you.
that you got planned, sir. I really
So
appreciate you sharing your workout and your rehearsal time with us. You know what I'm saying? Because you're getting better by the second, I swear.
I know.
I know that those are words to live by right there. God bless Brother Keys ever said, "Hey, slash Mark blog, what's up? Nice to see you." Couldn't say hi that I didn't want to interrupt, but I did say hi. I think I tried. Thanks for coming in, guys. What do you want to do, Brother Keys? What's on the agenda?
Well, I think I'm gonna do one of my all-time favorite classical organ music.
Sounds good to me, sir. I saw Brother Keys' hand itching right there, and it's the money making hand. Brother Keys about to make money. All right, brother Keys, that is fantastic, my man.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us, man.
You're welcome.
Let everybody know how to keep up with you and let them know again what's coming up, okay? Just recap for
All
those who
right.
didn't catch it the first time. You know what I mean?
All right, everyone. Just to let y'all know, my YouTube channel name is Smooth Keys 793. And on Sunday, April 27th is my 3rd year anniversary. So I will be starting live stream on that morning at 10 o'clock a.m.
Sunday at 10 o'clock. You know what? Sunday is a pretty heavy traffic day on YouTube, brother. I hope you the best of luck that day and as many likes as we can get. Everybody get in there. You know what I mean? Support to Smooth Keys. Thank you, guys. Thank you, brother Keys. Hey, don't get rude down there, little man. Don't get rude down there. Guy's trying to be funny. Not at you, Keys. Definitely at me. Don't worry about it.
I
Not at you, Keys. It's my turn. Don't be rude, my friend. All right, everybody. I hope you have a good time. Keys, what's the deal, man? You got some more time to spend with us, or have we
Of
taken
course.
it? Oh, cool, 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 cool. So let's see. They played that song when you got married to the game. That's right. Yeah, that actually, you know what? That just brings that up. I guess he's into like a lot of good dance, and I know you are too, brother Keys. Could you just play us a nice upbeat number, something for the club, actually? Because I think that's what Ever's really getting at. He's trying to be agitated, but I just think he wants to hear a nice four on the floor dance number so he can express himself and get that aggression out.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna switch over to the piano.
Oh, that sounds perfect, man. I'd like you to play the R. Kelly because that's real nice, but it's up to you.
And man,
I really hope we didn't lose you, brother Keys. You cut out for a second, but maybe that was just moving around. Hopefully, we didn't lose you.
sorry about that.
You're coming back through. You're coming back in. Thank you. That's Plastic Man in the background. You ever watch Plastic Man? He's a pretty wild dude. Superhero from RS. Yeah, I don't have my marriage band tattoo on my ring on my finger anymore. So I've always thought about getting one or another thing, and one of them would be game. My wife, she just doesn't like that. If I tattooed game there, I don't think she'd be happy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's what she says. I mean, I might do it anyway. Heck yeah, Kevin. I just been playing around, once they give me a tool or a toy. Yo, we took a little bit of a journey to the land of make believe. I love that, Keys.
I know that's right.
Man, you know what? One day you should look this one up. The one of my favorite TV shows is actually Perfect Strangers, right? Now a spin-off of that was
I,
Family Matters because it came from Harriet, who worked the elevator at the newspaper. You know what I mean? But anyway,
what?
that Perfect Strangers theme song, that's great. And Family Matters too. The bigger life with the family. These are great songs, actually. I'll tell you that. So, Kev, I'm sure you've been enjoying. I'm going to throw some more up, and maybe I'll take some more pictures so we can play with it later. Okay. But anyways, thank you, brother Keys. We're on the piano now, Kev. So you're getting what you asked for, man. Brother Keys is straight up on the piano, and I hope you get to keep it. I know you're thinking about getting rid of that Yamaha, bro, but I really hope you get to keep your instrument, brother. I don't think there's a reason, if you need a little extra, let us know. Yo, Brian, Kevin, ever. We're just listening to beat. Yo, Keys, thank you. Ever said, the fuck is that? Well, I'm from Maryland. That's called crab cakes. I've actually got a whole photo journey on how to make them. That's how the mustard came into play. But anyway, that's what it is. It's different when you're from Maryland. We have crab cakes. Heck yeah, Kev likes the classics, man.
I
Cheers,
know.
cheers, cheers. Bravo, bravissimo. By the way, like I said, thank you before because hey Keys, some of what you were doing there, and especially like when it was in that Calliope realm, one of my favorite artists ever, Wendy Carlos. That's what you were reminding me of. Yeah, I got the other version of this album, but and the other three versions of it, but that's the way to go right there. Brother Keys, that was awesome. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Hi Pinky, how you doing? I don't know why Ever says I have to say hi to Pinky. I will, obviously. Hi Pinky. Pinky, I listened to you today for like 40 minutes, but I was getting ready for coming up here. Let's say 20 minutes. I'm sorry. But I totally listened. I just couldn't speak in because, sometimes I have to mentally prepare. I knew that I had keys coming up. I wanted to be ready to do a decent broadcast here tonight. Brother Keys in the house. Uh-oh. I heard the trolley again, man. Are we going to the land of make believe? The king of town owes me something.
Um, as a matter of fact, and I can also like like imitate some elevator lantern bell sounds. on the
Hey
piano.
guys, wait a minute. Let's do that, but let's talk about something for real. For real. So when you were a kid, your grandfather took you to elevators. Is that correct?
That's true.
Okay. So part of that is because you not having sight, right? When you go to an
Right.
elevator and a plaque like that, it always has braille. And then
That's
at
true.
each
That's true.
floor, they have a different plaque, right?
Yes, they do.
So not only do you get the sensation, and all of us do, trust me, even sighted people, it feels a little strange to travel in an elevator at that kind of speed in that direction, right?
That's
We like
true.
to walk on the earth straight ahead or maybe back up a little bit. We don't even like to back up much. So going like laterally up, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird.
That's true.
But yes, I love your tunes. I just didn't have, you know what I'm saying? Like it took a while. It took a while. He gets online blind. Yes, he's been building his channel like for 3 years, and like I said recently, because he had a little help from your sister. Is that correct? From Brittany?
That's true. That's true.
Okay, okay. So I was trying to take a little bit of advantage and say, hey, we need to make sure you get a photograph at least for your avatar, so that it doesn't look generic.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, Kevin. He doesn't like to back up at all. Yeah, it's not trustworthy, right? You try to go forward, but so we all have a strange experience in the elevator going laterally. I'll tell you that, brother Keys. But we're not all without sight. Although I'm pretty night blind, and I could deal with
That's
things to
true.
be a little toned down. I don't want to be not able to see shape, but I could deal with things being toned down.
True.
Anyway, we don't all have HD vision. I'm just saying, like, that was a great thing that he did to share with you. It's something to enjoy. Let's hear the sound of elevation, sir. Take us away.
Well, starting off like on one of my favorite elevator is like a Dover elevator when the elevator door opens, then all of a sudden the going up chime sounds like this. And then when
And
going
then
down,
sometimes, like I did mention Harriet from the character anyway from the Perfect Strangers, but then you'll
yeah.
have an attendant after you hear. Let's play the tone again, and I'll do the attendant part. You ready? And I'm just gonna stand there.
Okay, okay, okay. Here we go.
Going up, going down. I think I'm just assuming. I don't know. I'm just trying my best as a voice actor that's not paid. I'm sorry, Keys.
No, you're good. You're good, bro. You're good. But my most favorite elevator of all is an Otis elevator
Tell us about it, brother.
because the Otis elevator has a newer standard chime that sounds like this.
Oh, that sounds like a C to my ears right there, brother. That sounds like a C,
Well,
but it's a little sharp.
actually, bro, the chime is in the key of F.
Okay.
So
Let's see. E and F back up to each other, and then it starts at G, A. Oh, wow. So that's not even. So that's a relative diminished third. So I'm way off. Play it again. My ears are messed up. Let me get tuned into your F.
I,
Your F
I,
is an E sharp. That's what I heard. I heard it sharp. Let's try again.
I, so this is the F natural note right here
Right on.
because that's for the elevator chime on the Otis elevator company.
F natural. All right. Yes, sir. I just needed to tune up. Yeah, I mean, still, I might see that as an E sharp, but it depends on where we're going.
That's true. That's true. But my most favorite elevator of all is Montgomery.
All right.
Because,
How does Montgomery sound?
well, the Montgomery chime sound, one for going up, twice for going down.
Right. Okay. So not only, as we already mentioned, the braille plates that are there in public areas when you have you know, when you have an elevator, but the tones are meant to trigger you by ear for those who can't see. So there's a couple different options for people. You know what I mean? It's all integrated.
That's true.
You know what doesn't work in an elevator? Live streams. I've seen the best streamers cut out for 2 minutes because they were stuck in an elevator. Elevators and live streams do not work. So take
Nah, they
the
don't
stairs.
work at all.
Take the stairs.
But like on Montgomery elevators, when I hear the going up chime, that tells
Yes,
me that
sir.
the elevator is going ready to go up. Then,
Absolutely.
th- then when I get ready to go back down again,
Going down.
that's true.
Yo, Care Bear, how you doing? Caught you this morning. I'm never up at 8 o'clock or whatever, but I was up a little bit before, so I totally caught you at 8:30. That was great, Care Bear. I saw your email right before that. I answered. I saw that you answered. Just hang in. We'll find a time when it works out. And you know what? You got to take care of those little kids, and I bet they're a little unpredictable. As sweet and as well, I mean they're solid and dependable, but I bet they're a little unpredictable. They're just that young.
And even though Brother Joji, my all-time
Yes, sir.
favorite elevator of all is a Schindler elevator.
All right, tell us about it, brother.
Because my favorite um, model of Schindler elevators is a Schindler MT elevators.
All right, all right. Do they have a special tone that you can play for us?
Yes, they do. They have a special
Thank
tone
you.
for going up and going down.
Yo, that's awesome, Keys. You
And
know, I must say I've learned a lot, like in a third-hand manner, from your
yeah,
own channel about the adaptive tech of the phone, the way that it speaks. You know, it'll say like the time will now be, and it's like half the speed of how we speak, right? Even though I'm speaking all clear and as slow and nice as I can, right?
true.
Because people from other parts of the country, I'll tell you what, when they hear us, and I just me saying, I tell you what, that's Jersey Delphia, that's the sort of affect. They think like maybe we're being short, quick, and rude, but that's just the way we speak from Northeast. And so it gets misconstrued way out in Texas, like you are, and stuff like that. They're like, "Is this guy being rude and short with me?" No, that's just how we communicate. So, you know, adaptive tech. I learned a lot from your channel because I guess you set reminders for when to end your session, stuff like that, right?
True.
Right. So I got to hear that as if, let's say, I was using it, and then it would say, you know, like when your chat comes up, it'll give you a list. There's 10 chats. It'll say item 1 of 10.
That's
So and
true. That's
so
true.
says, yeah, and
That's
and
well
I know
done.
the speed and everything of it. I'm great that there's. I'm very glad and grateful that there's an option like that. It might need to be more personalized and personable, but hey, that's what we're talking about, right? I mean, it's so hard to get better if you don't have like a local buddy to sit with you and work on it. Somebody who has half the knowledge you do. That's good because you can work together. You can feed each other in brain power, and in execution.
That's so true. And even
I
though,
do speak my own language, Kev. You know
yeah,
that. You know that. Mine's a mix of growing up around where you have to be obscure anyway, because like Carney speak with the zib zib zabs, like the shibbity dibbity, like all that. It's you come up with that because you have to communicate in public with somebody and nobody else can know, and you're right in front of them. You're 5 feet away, and straight theater, all them things. So what I like to do is enjoy it as the art of florid sound, flowery sound, just like what we got going on. So bring us up, brother. Bring our souls up.
And according to my favorite elevator company, they are called Mitsubishi elevators.
Where are they made? Are they made Italy, Germany, and Spain? Because Mitsubishi obviously is a Japanese company, but I have a fantastic Mitsubishi cassette player that's almost like it's like a jukebox. You can put 5 cassettes in one side. It has mechanics, pulls itself in and out. It kicks the cassettes in. You can pick the track, and it
Wow.
goes and looks at the space. So, but it's a German product, okay? It says Mitsubishi, and it doesn't have any wheels, okay? But it was made in
Well,
Germany. So I was just wondering.
well, even though the Mitsubishi elevators, they have a special tone, like for going up
Skip it a beep boppy.
and going down.
Boom. Oh, it's a 1-2. Bing boom.
Yep,
Going
going
down.
down.
You know what? Keys. I bet there's so many tones around the world. I've heard, about like how the London Underground they have their recordings. They've had to retire their old speakers, their old tones. You know what I mean? Like
Yep,
if they would have a public announcement, they had to retire them, stuff like that. I
yep,
bet there's so much that you could explore out there just in triggering tones.
that's true.
Almost like that's almost like a science unto itself.
That's true.
Well, thanks for coming in, bro. Anything you'd like to play
Man,
us out with, take the floor, brother.
and as a matter of fact, I'm about to get ready to go downstairs and leave the building.
Okay. All right. No problem there, man. No problem there.
All
I'll tell you what I'll do. In that case, everybody in here, I will come back up in about 10 minutes. We'll just keep Brother Keys session clean and clear. Interview plus music. Smooth Keys 793 on YouTube. His 3rd year anniversary is April 27th. He'll be going live Sunday at 10 a.m. Excuse me. But sub up so you can get the details. Smooth Keys 793 on YouTube. Thanks for coming in, my man. Oh, see you soon. Ha. I'll be back up. Yeah, like I said, I want to keep it clean. This is his production. I'll be back in about 10 minutes, okay? Peace, everybody. Say goodbye to each other. She can wail. Yes, I've been listening to her sing. That's correct. Please, guys, come back up. I'll be back up in 10 minutes. I just want to keep Keys, the integrity of his show to his hour, whatever it is. So I'll be right back. I want to keep that integrity. He can share it around. Peace, everybody.